I don't know if I'm going to be live yet, but let's see if this works. Oh, I think it's working. Okay, I think it's working. Today is the first day in history I'm streaming to YouTube and Twitch, at least to my own channels. So, is YouTube live? YouTube's live too. Okay. Is Twitch live? Let me mute my tab. Okay, I think we're good. Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. How's it going? There was a comment in YouTube chat asking, why are people here if I'm always late to tournaments? But I'm actually early. And let me make sure I join the tournament. Call. Why am I getting a call? I think it's spam. Okay, let me join the tournament. My phone and do not disturb. How's it going, everyone? Thank you, John Bon Pony. Thank you, everyone, for being here. We have Title Tuesday starting in just over 18 minutes. I missed the first one. I slept in a little bit. Got some food, got some smoothie. Now I have some water. The OG drink. Thank you, Harkir. So I do have alerts muted, probably for the whole stream. There's already a lot going on, because not only am I multi-streaming, but I'm also on the chess.com Fair Play browser, which requires me to have a second camera behind me. And also it's screen sharing and yeah, make sure everything is super safe, super fair. And hopefully I can play some decent chess today. I might play a warm-up game, maybe one or two warm-up games. Current rating is 2866. I did play a long match yesterday against Witty Alien. We played into a lot of Alien Gambits, Martian Gambits, some Stafford Gambits, some other Gambits too that probably don't have names yet. So I'm not sure if that helped warm me up for this, or maybe it just created more bad habits. How's it going, Emberg, with the super chat? Yeah, I'll do my best to address super chats and bits and subs. It's a lot to keep track of. During games, I'm going to try and be like ultra focused. I'll be hiding the chats. I did check with the chess.com admin, and it does seem like I don't have to turn off YouTube chat as long as I can, or as long as I don't look at it, which, yeah, I'll hide everything. So, yeah, hopefully things go smoothly. I am on a 10-second delay. So, that's another requirement for Title Tuesday. Thank you, Realistic Hope. Appreciate the sub. And yeah, let's play a warm-up game. Hopefully I can raise my rating. I hit my peak a few days ago. I got to 2901, I think. Let me check. Where's my thing? Blitz? Yeah, my peak is 2901. Once I hit it, I fell like 30 to 40 points. But yeah, we'll try not to tilt too much. And thank you, HJE Fish. First time sub. Yeah, big apologies if I miss like comments or questions. It's just probably more more to read. I'm already a pretty slow reader. But yeah, hopefully I can deliver on some chess. So I'll hop in the pool. I've already joined the tournament, currently 20th seed. And first game, playing Grandmaster Markus Rager, who's also streaming. Okay, streamer versus streamer. This is no increment, 3-0. Title Tuesday is 3-1, so it's a little bit different. I'm sure we've played before. Opponent's rated 29-20. I'm playing the Ryabukhin variation, the C5 move. It's a spicy line. Yeah, Queen C1 is one of the best moves, as far as I know. I'm actually already kind of out of theory, but I think this is still fine. I've had similar positions before. Idea is to play bishop a6, probably rook a7, get off the diagonal, knight d7. If knight takes, I can play... Oh, wait, it's not blunder and knight. I want to play this and this. Get an outpost. I might end up trading off the bishop for the knight. If knight c4, I take. Doing fine on time. Rook d8, h6 ideas. So 2 knights versus bishop and knight. I want to make e5 work. e5. It's kind of risky. But what else to do? Knight d5. e5. Wait, e5 take. Maybe it's playable. I didn't see what else to do. So if takes, I take. Oh, wait a minute. There's queen b4. I may have messed up. So takes, and then takes. Then takes and takes. I'm down a pawn. I do have knight g4. Rook c6. Rook d1, bishop f1. I take. Wow, okay. So now I can take on b2. I think I should take here first. White's holding on to b3. Tricky. I have this move. Hoppity. If rook d3. Oh, that's super tricky. The focus. Bishop g6's idea. I have this move. Not quite sure what I'm doing here. on king g7. I'm up a pawn, but it's tricky. I was nervous. Let me turn on my heart rate monitor. I almost lost that. I should have lost that. Opponent wasn't quite quick enough with the queen. Oh dear. My opponent missed mate? I was checking, so there was no time for this. Oh man, but I was just losing. Lost my rook. Grandmaster could not convert. So I was winning here, but where was the win? Okay, apparently rook a1 was a big mistake. Oh, I missed this and then this. I was scared of king f6, but then the key is to play rook. Oh, I could even start with rook a5. I mean, I have rook f5 too, but rook a5 saves the pawn, prevents mate, and white's just slow with this pawn. And with my queen, I'll either check or cover h8 or both. So, well, that's the first game I've ever played while streaming to Twitch and YouTube. So, I'm undefeated. I feel like I had good chances to win, like, at least in that ending. So, draw is probably a fair result. Okay, heart is beating. Heart rate at 113. I feel like I've been more anxious recently for Title Tuesdays. There's more pressure, like, at the higher rating level. More on the line. Yeah, I can check my accuracy. Any brilliant moves? No brilliant moves. This is relatively lower accuracy, I think, compared to average for this rating level. Oh, for everyone confused too, yeah, the Title Tuesday hasn't started yet. Title Tuesday starts in about 6 minutes. That was just a warm-up game. I'm thinking it might be worth like putting some text overlay with my score. Like titled Tuesday score. And then I can update it as the tournament goes on. Is this useful for people? Because sometimes people tune in and they don't know what's happening. I'm doing some OBS on the fly. Lowering the opacity so it's not like too overwhelming. Okay, hopefully that looks decent. Is 0 out of 0, is that 100% or 0%? Maybe undefined. It can be anything you want it to be. Okay, let me make sure like I'm ready for the tournament. Oh, Magnus is playing. Okay. Magnus usually doesn't play the later title Tuesday. Magnus Hikaru Fabiano. Oh my. Where's Hans? Super strong tournament. You can't divide by 0. Don't tell me what I can't do. Hopefully the stream doesn't crash with my current score. Okay, real quick. Just playing through this game. Turn on the analysis. We have the eval bar. Okay. So this is all prep. Queen c1. Yeah, I think a5 might be slightly better. But we still got a decent position. Engine likes queen b8. To be honest, like this is usually how you catch cheaters. When moves like queen b8 are played, where it's the top engine move, but it doesn't make so much sense. I guess the idea is to play this. But knight b4 looks a lot more natural. Yeah, I want to analyze this e5 idea, which, okay, is given a question mark. So I realized it after I played it that white has takes, and then queen takes b4. And then both queens are hanging, but white's going to be winning material. After takes, white's up a pawn. I was going to go for this line, but white has multiple moves. My pawns are weak. Okay. Also, this is slowing down. I'm going to close this tab because it's slowing down everything. Don't want the browser to crash. Have you ever played Kramnik before? No. And I don't think I will, at least in the near future, in Title Tuesday. It is on my bucket list to play the Stafford Gambit against him. So there is prize money in Title Tuesday. I think it's $1,000 for first. I've never won any prize money in Title Tuesday, but maybe I'll win some pride and glory in the hearts of my viewers. Yeah, this has to be one of the strongest Title Tuesdays in a while. Just with the big three. Arjun is 10th seed. I did beat Arjun, was it last week or 2 weeks ago? I think it was last week. Videos on YouTube. Oh wow, thank you for the super chat from Sultan. 160,000 IDR. That's Indonesian rupiah, right? Thanks so much. Oh, Zingirda on Twitch. Okay, welcome, welcome. How many people are watching on both platforms? Okay, let's turn on emote only mode. YouTube chat stays open, but I hide everything. And here we go. Playing Mikkel Jacobsen. Okay, stay focused. London opening. Okay, we have this line. Knight c3. And opponent's thinking. Oh, that's a good sign. Yeah, knight f6 is a position I like to enter against Jobava London. I think I just take. Bishop d7, interesting. I have a3. Knight b5. I'm not sure about this, but let's try it. The idea is to discourage queen a5, because then b4. I mean, there's like e6, b4, a5. a6 is kind of unusual. I think I just want to develop now. Maybe eventually knight e2, knight g3, and win back e4. Going after the pawn. So it's equal material. We both have 7 pawns. But it seems like this pawn is the glaring weakness in the position. It should be easier to attack than for black to defend. Oh, that's interesting. Considering taking on b8. I take on b8, take on c3, take on d8, bishop e5. I don't see anything wrong with it. I mean, the whole point is to try and win the pawn. We do trade a bit. Bishop comes back, attacks the knight. Oh, there's bishop f6. I'm still not winning the pawn. Rook. Rook d2 is coming. Maybe rook a1 or rook ad1. Rook e1, rook d2, bishop b3. I'm so indecisive. Still up on time though. So rook d2, bishop b3. And the f pawn can't really move without losing e6. Okay, I don't mind trading. There's take. Let's take. Simplify a bit. Rook e3. That's weird. 92, king f1, knight d4. Thinking rook c3. And the knight could return. And the goal eventually is to make a queen. Should take with pawn. Hmm. Not simple. Okay. Go for this. Rook a2, a4, rook d, d2, rook f3. And now there's a clear plan. There's rook c2 maybe. I still have this. I think it's okay. Getting closer. Yeah, this pawn can't be taken. If takes, takes. The rook does come back to defend. To get the other pawn pushing. So b4, rook b2, rook d3. Take rook d8. Okay. Otherwise, I have rook b3. It took some work. Okay. Good start. GG. It felt like a pretty clean game. Check my accuracy. Any brilliant moves? No brilliance. 87. Game rating like 2850, which is close to my actual rating. Yeah, maybe there are small moments I could have improved. I've definitely had this position before. Bishop d7, I can't remember having encountered or studied. Engine likes 92. I thought a3 made sense though. And then, yeah, a6 was maybe a waste of time. And life was pretty good. Oh, except bishop takes b8 was a blunder. Also, thank you, Sayafan. €10 super chat. Thank you earlier to Nate Brady. Subbing on Twitch for 25 months. Alblandi plays with 37 months. Yeah, thanks everyone tuning in. Appreciate all the support. Let me know where you're watching from. I saw Argentina, Florida. We are on a 10-second delay. Oh, there's some discussion about crocodiles. Okay. Anyway, why was bishop takes b8 bad? Apparently bishop f6. Oh, and I can't easily win the pawn because it's defended too many times. If I take the, yeah, taking the knight is not great. If I take this, and black gets this actually very strong structure. Okay, we got Minnesota, Den Haag, Egypt, Poland, Northern New York, Sweden, Russia, Canada, North Carolina, Algonquin, Jordan. Yeah, nice to have a diversity of viewers. I know it might be a bit late in some parts of the world. Maybe already Wednesday in like Asia and Australia. So I'm tied with Magnus and Hikaru and a lot of other GMs. It's only only after the first round. Any game still going? Next game will start pretty soon. Okay. Here we go. Playing this person from America. No Stafford Gambit just yet. Yeah, this is an opening I've been enjoying studying from the white side. D4 might be possible. Like I take and then take. Yeah, what to do? I think I should take once. Maybe just bishop e7. I had a similar opening in the first round of the World Rapid Championship against Vladimír. That was a bit different because I had queen h4. I'm not sure if I should castle here. I guess I could take and play d5. Got some French structure. Bishop d3 expected. Yeah, white might go for the expansion in the center. e5, knight d7. Go for knight b4. I think I should just castle, actually. It looks scary, but should have enough ways to defend. White's probably going to go for this. Okay, g6. Now my plan, if I can get an f5 and not allow this, maybe I do allow it, actually. Another plan is to play this, and then get the knight to f5. But it's a decision. I'll let white expand if they want. I have to watch out for pawn f5, which I may have already allowed. Pawn f5 I take with g-pawn, tuck the king away. So I want to play this and not allow this and this. Yeah, it looks really passive. My pieces are just hibernating. But there is potential energy. So it's king h8. If h4, knight f5. Usually h4, I probably play h5 and then later knight f5. Okay, doing fine on time. Oh, there's some concern with d5. Okay, I'm giving this knight some more purpose. I'm also preemptively defending this pawn, which looks well defended, but in the event of this and takes, it could be a weakness. Also ideas of knight c4. Okay, so do I include h5? Probably. It looks weakening, but okay, h4 is a potential weakness. Prevent h5 from white. The position is going to transform. Threatening this probably. Bishop takes, I could take the queen first. Doing very well on time. Just this. Okay, I went on time. Well, I forgot to update the my score. I'm not used to. Okay. Well, good game. 2 out of 2. Let me update this. If I can figure out how. No more dividing by 0. I hope people are satisfied. Okay. I wasn't super comfortable in like the early middle game, but towards the end I was feeling pretty comfortable. Even with white trying to attack me. Check my accuracy. 88, okay. So first 2 games, pretty clean. There's a question, what if white plays d5? Yeah, which is a risk when you don't take or play d5 immediately as black. Apparently I should have, yeah, I probably should have just taken first and then play d5 and get a good structure. And white should have played d5 here. I think I was going to play knight e5. Attack the bishop. It could get pretty sharp. White's king is open. I could try and eventually attack on the king side. Oh, but the engine says takes, allowing me to take and then queen a4 check. That's clever. Yeah, none of that happened. Eventually I was able to take, play d5. I should have played d5 immediately. Question from Duke Snyder. Do you know if St. Louis Chess Club still has classes and if you can sit in when touring? Yeah, if you're visiting from out of town, then your first visit to St. Louis Chess Club is free. And then you can sit in on the lectures. I think becoming a member is like pretty low cost, maybe like 50 to 100 a year, depending if you're a student. I'm also going to be doing in-person commentary at the St. Louis Chess Club coming up for their Champions Showdown event and the American Cup. 2 very big tournaments in March. There'll be a lot of strong players in town. Fabiano, Hikaru, Aronian. Some other super GMs as well. Is my sound okay? See some discussion about the volume. Seems to be okay though. I'll monitor my levels. Was my position okay? I was slightly worse, according to Stockfish. And then slightly better. Yeah, final position. Black is doing quite nicely. Up a pawn, d5 is defended. White doesn't really have an attack. So, let me make sure I'm ready for the next game. A lot of players still with 2 out of 2. Is Magnus still playing? No, it looks like Magnus. What happened to Magnus? Oh. Oh, Magnus is still 2 out of 2. It's just not in rating order. So I could play Magnus. Okay, no, I'm not. I'm playing this person. Okay. Here we go. Make the board larger. So actually playing a lower rated opponent than my first 2 opponents, which means I was kind of on the cutoff. You have a mainline London. Bishop b5. It's a tricky line, if, especially if black's not familiar. Rook b8. I think I can take and still go for this trap. There's a pin on diagonal. So I should win the pawn. But this still takes work to convert. Oh, rook b5. Am I not winning a pawn? Take and then... I have knight d4 coming. I think this is still good. Because if knight takes... Oh, there's knight d3. I don't know what's happening. So knight takes c5, knight d4, knight d3, king d2. Takes, and the knight and rook are both attacked. I think that's good for me. Black doesn't... Okay, wait. I could castle too, which also seems... Oh, but then there's knight here. I think I have to go for this if I want to be better. Knight d3, king d2. Maybe king e2. I don't lose f2. I'm going to go for this. It looks ugly because I allow this, I get double A pawns. I think I'm winning material. Knight's kind of stuck too. Could move back here. Because there is compensation with a knight coming to c4. I have a knight coming to c5, maybe. Maybe not. I'm trying to discourage knight c4. That's kind of awkward though. c3 is a long-term weakness. I'm trying to get this move in. Maybe this lift in. I think I'll put my knight on a5. King on d2. So if knight b6, knight a5, I restrict knight c4 and restrict the bishop. That's still tricky. Probably should include f3. There's an idea to play f3, e4. Deflect the pawn and then c4. Looks risky to do, but I think it's okay. I'm not sure. e4 take, c4 take, take. Take king e3. Bishop moves. I take. I'm going to go for it. It's a sacrifice. Oh, I completely missed knight d3. That's not good. Yeah, that was super self-destructive. Not what I want. I really misplayed this. Knight d3, I have rook d1. Now maybe c4. Maybe this move first. Restrictive chess. a4 would be nice. Tricky, tricky. Rook's almost trapped. Okay. Let's go. That was not easy. That was my toughest game so far. Oh man. Got the job done. Gained 1 rating point for that game. Let me update my score. 3 out of 3, still perfect. Even though that was definitely not a perfect game. Let me get my heart rate down. What was my peak heart rate that game? I'm still undefeated while multi-streaming. Let's go. Gradually climbing back towards my peak. Am I still tied with Magnus and Hikaru? There's still a lot of players with 3 points. Thank you to Darth Taser. Appreciate the sub. Thanks to everyone who has been tuning in, who I did not acknowledge. Appreciate all the nice energy. I'm probably playing a higher rated player next round. I might play Arjun or Danya or Faruja. Who is this? Sindarov? Adbusattorov. Bortnik Grishuk. Over the last few weeks, I've played Duda, I've played Arjun, I've played Danya, not in Title Tuesday, but in some blitz matches. I played played Grishuk a few weeks ago too. So I think I'm set to play some kind of big fish. Is Fedozev playing? His username is Big Fish. But yeah, Hikaru and Fabi both with 3 as well. Real quick, I'll check my accuracy. 70? Okay, 80, 82. I just want to see, like, did I miss anything out of the opening? This is just playable for black. Okay, rook b5 is not accurate. Yeah, the engine eval is, I think, deceiving because it says +2, but it was a very difficult position to play. I'm playing Andy Woodward. Okay. Focus. There you go. Shout out to my opponent who's also streaming. Andy's nearly 3,100. He's the youngest GM. I think one of the youngest GMs in the US. And he falls into my trap. Okay. It's like the one trap I know in this line. It's not completely winning, but it is better for black already. I once trapped Danya in this. Like takes d3, there's bishop b4. Right, but now I'm on my own. h5. h5 makes some sense. You might see h3. I think I would want to take knight f6. Attack and defend. Good day with bishop or rook. There's also queen g5. Start with bishop. Maybe f5 coming. Queen g5 ideas are lingering. You can't castle. Queen g5, king f1, then e2, bishop e2 eventually. Actually, bishop e2 immediately. If rook here, I have this. What does white do? Bishop f1 coming? No, but then I trap the rook. I don't see what white does here. Knight b5, I take and hit the rook. White can't castle. King f1, bishop e2. And takes, there's d3. If here I mate. I know he's a fighter though. He's gonna find some resource. Bishop e4 probably is coming. I have to take. I lose b7. It should be winning, but it's still messy. Wait, bishop e4, do I have this? But then f3. Bishop e4, I might actually play queen g4 first. Oh, but then bishop d3. Take. I thought I have bishop f3 here. Okay, that I didn't see. I could take. I should probably take. Then d4 hangs. But does it? I think it's okay. Takes, 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 takes. I take on a3. The dream would be this and this. Then d3. Knight f6. Just going for the throat. There's queen a4, which I'm okay with. Okay, here I can take. Pawn is pinned. If takes, takes, I hit the rook. This is still a threat. Do I sack my rook? And casting is probably good enough. And his queen is tied down. Take. Bishop there is coming. I can just take here. Should be fine. What have I done? Messed up. Oh, I really messed up. Oh, I'm so sad. The position was so winning. Like, I saw this idea. I just have to play quicker. Ah, what to do? GG. It's so winning. I mean, this is a maiden one threat. I just couldn't figure out the line, because if I check, he runs. Okay, eventually I have to like accept the fact. Oh, there's bishop c5. Bishop c5 would save me. Oh, it's such a good game. Just kind of collapsed at the finish line. Goes to show his resourcefulness, though. Yeah, the end was a complete mess. Like, I'm down a rook here. It's still interesting how white's slightly better after queen e5. I did play the reigning world puzzle champion. Oh, so here it's a draw if I play this. But playing this just allowed him to take and defend. Yeah, what to do? There were a lot of missed wins. Probably don't want to go through them all. An opening was really nice. Because this is a topical line. A lot of GMs play this in Blitz to avoid theory. But I know some theory here. Yeah, white should, I guess, play d3. Engine already likes it for black. c4 is already a big mistake because of c5. Yeah, this felt so clean. h5 and take and queen g5. I was expecting bishop e4 here, which is also winning for black. Castling queenside. Like, if anything, I should play rook to e8 probably. Just not put my king in danger. I'm scared to check the accuracy. Because like the first part of the game, I feel like was over 90% accuracy, and then I got low on time. And it's probably like 10% accuracy. So maybe like 70 or 80 average. Or does this game break the game review? 2%. 21%. Okay. Let me update my score too. It pains me to do this, but I'm no longer perfect. 68.1%. That's not so nice. Oh man. Okay, well there's 7 more rounds to play. That was round 4. So we do have the usual break after round 4. Hopefully I can mentally recover and not tilt. Gonna hold off on throwing a tantrum or breaking anything. Let's see if I can get my heart rate below 100. Or get it to exactly 100. There we go, 99, okay. Mission accomplished. So there is a timer thing somewhere, which I can't easily show, but there is about 3.5 minutes until next game. So I can chill for the time being. Have I read the super chats? Oh. Yeah, okay. First of all, thank you everyone who's tuning in across YouTube and Twitch. This is my first day multi-streaming. Sorry if I missed any donations. There were a few super chats. Thanks again to Sultan. Thank you, Siaphon. Thank you, Ergusto. And the most recent one was Misha Silverstone, asking, what's the best way to study chess and improve rating effectively? That's a hard question to answer in general terms, because everyone learns in different ways. So part of getting better at chess is understanding how you learn best. Some people get better just by playing a lot and then reviewing their games, watching chess videos. I do have a list of book recommendations on my website if you're into books. I haven't set up commands yet in YouTube chat. We have commands in Twitch chat, although everything is linked in the YouTube video description. It is difficult to keep up with like reading everything in both chats. I guess I have a couple more minutes to do my best to catch up. Another way to just improve at chess is to do a lot of tactics. especially when you're just starting out, like building up pattern recognition for common checkmates, common ways to win material, forks, pins, skewers, training forcing moves and combinations that will sometimes make the biggest impact in your game in like a quick amount of time. But it's also important to be patient and not be too fixated on rating. Because many players, they'll improve their knowledge, they'll improve their skills, but it can take time for rating to actually reflect how hard they're working. There's a question, are you coming to Germany anytime soon? Nothing planned. I am coming to Greece in May. We have the ACO command in Twitch chat. Oh, wait. I just tried to use it in YouTube chat. Let me share the link in YouTube chat as well. For anyone that... It's not working. For anyone that is interested in a chess vacation, I will be attending the World Amateur Chess Championships in the Greek island of Kos. Yeah, eventually I'll get around to adding Nightbot in YouTube chat. Anyway, we move on. Here we go. Next round. It's time for another London. I'm 3 out of 4. Still theory. This is a reverse Cambridge Springs. Queen c8's a decent move. Still want to apply pressure. Actually, I don't know if Queen c8 was the best move there. I guess it's playable. c4 comes to mind. It's hard to stop b5. I guess I could take bishop d3. Get some London set up. I have the bishop pair. If b5, probably queen d1. Probably queen d1 anyway. Wow. That's playable, I guess. Takes. So black has a bit more space. Still looks solid for white. Maybe queen h5 at some point. Could still try and attack. d4 might be coming. d4, bishop b3. At first, d4 looks strong, but I think bishop b3 is a nice response. It chases the queen off the file. There's also ideas of bishop f5. Like almost trapping the queen, but not quite. Might be a question if I want to castle queenside or kingside. Can I win a pawn with this, take, and then take on d5? Queen e7 shouldn't make a difference. I think it's winning a pawn. That's one reason to give away the bishop pair. Have to calculate. There's rook d2, queen f2 ideas. I could play queen e4. Queen e4 is safe, but okay, take. It looks too risky. And this looks pretty good. Knight f3 coming. And if the rook moves, I play this and I win the pawn. We might see b5. Queen c4. Try and exploit the king. Knight g5. Maybe win a pawn. Only if it's safe. I probably have to take now. I'm gonna play this. Also probably want to play this. Just trade rooks. Try and manage my time. We could establish the outpost. It looks pretty good. Expecting, oh wow. If I take, there's g5. It's tricky. Guaranteeing the square. Am I winning this pawn? e6. Safety first. Hmm. Ay. Could have taken the knight. don't see any winning plans. I don't know what to do. Oh, let that one slip. At least I didn't lose. It's such a good position. It's winning, but I think the root of the problems is time management. I just have to play quicker earlier. I froze up a little bit. Good game though. Thank you to Hope and Sunshine. Interested on your thoughts on YouTube versus Twitch? I was actually interested in the viewers' thoughts. I know there's pros and cons with the platforms. They do handle like the VODs differently. Chat is a little bit different. It's different segments of audience. I think for larger events like Title Tuesday or Freestyle Friday, I do like to, I would like to multi-stream going forward. Because with these tournaments, it's nice to have the VOD already on YouTube once it ends. But I know people have their preferences in terms of platforms, so that's of course one reason to multi-stream. Try and satisfy more people, reach more people. All right, I'll check my accuracy. 87? Just a number. Okay. Well, moving on. Not much of a break. Here we go. Finding this person. Another Polish opponent. So I'm 3.5 out of 5. I'll update this real quick. E5, wow. This is new. I don't think I've seen this before. So if I take... I'm trying to play naturally. If takes, I probably take with queen. Yeah, that's a move. I could play c4. Considering bishop g4 too. Might be a little bit risky, allowing takes. The idea would be to play d4 and then recapture on e5. It's already new territory, probably for both of us. Did I just blunder? I kind of forgot about this move. But I do at least win back one pawn. Get the bishop pair in a pretty open position. In this case... H3 is coming. Actually not thrilled here. Might be awkward to castle. If I develop the knight, there's bishop h6. I could move the bishop back, but then knight d6. H5. There's f5. There's f6. I don't know what to do. I'm trying this. There is the idea of like h4, rook h5. I was aware of this line. I didn't think it's that powerful. And their bishop f4, I have f6. Queen b7, save the rook somehow. Ah, there's queen b7, f4. Okay, maybe it is powerful. Rook b8, maybe? I have to get back the bishop. F6, f4. Try rook b5. No. Just play this. It's not looking good. I'll be down the pawn. That's super shaky. Rook d5, king e6. b2 is hanging though. Probably just fighting for a draw. Rook e8 likely coming. This move. Rook c5. I'm down a pawn, but I do have counterplay. King is active. Messed up. And it doesn't punish me though. Let's go. I don't know how I won that. I don't know if I deserve to win that, but somehow I won that. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, white had a few chances just to simplify. Like here I messed up. I allowed takes. This is actually winning for white. Takes, takes, and takes. Wait. Oh, actually takes here first. Yeah, this is winning. White wins a pawn. Yeah, I got in trouble pretty early. I just didn't develop. D5 was... I've never seen this E5 move before. Engine likes knight H6. Looks weird, but it does develop, which was my big problem this game. So, I'm 4.5 out of 6. Still a pretty good score. My best title Tuesday ever is 8.5 out of 11. So that's still possible. Just need to keep winning. I don't think there's going to be much of a break. The next game will start soon. Wow, so I was completely losing here. Bishop f4 best move, which I saw. I figured I'd play f6, but then takes. Ah, so f6 is provoked. Ah, oh, that's tricky. That's hard to calculate. So white should have played this to provoke this to allow the queen to eventually come to g7. Yeah, that's really hard to spot. Okay, I'm playing Adbusattorov. Here we go. I don't think we've played before. Fresh off the freestyle tournament. Yeah, we've never played before. I'm not going to play a Stafford. I don't know his repertoire. I'll play what I usually play, Accelerate Dragon. I wonder if he knows who I am. Knight b3. It's an annoying line, which I really haven't studied much of. I assume bishop e6. a5. Okay, I'm just going to play normal, like, thematic moves for this opening. Hopefully I don't get punished. My rook should probably be on e8. Sometimes e7 is an issue. I could take with knight doesn't work. Takes with bishop. Tickle the b2 pawn. Yeah, e7 is sometimes the biggest liability for black. There might be cases where I just sack it. Rook e8. Queen b6. Why not throw in this move? a5, a4, maybe b5. Just more reinforcement. So I do have g5 as a resource. There's ideas of this in storming as well. It probably comes to d4. Actually, d4, c6 could be annoying. Oh, but I have knight d2. Yeah, this knight could be tricky. Well, now it doesn't exist anymore. If knight d4, I might sack. A typical move. Discouraging knight d4. Okay, 4. Let's have some fun. Yeah, he wants knight d6 of this move. Let's see what to do. This minority attack. Okay, queen d1, I do have b3. Knight d2, I have rook b8. It's not my original intention. I'll get my rook to a happier place. That's annoying. Just trying to hold my ground now. H5, G5. I take. Probably not. Okay, it works. No. I flagged. Oh. Final position is like is draw, right? Because I can keep checking and maybe even win the b6 pawn. Oh, so sad. What a game. That was a great game. Like overall, I'm happy with this game up until flagging. Like he was torturing me. He was trying to hypnotize me with his knight. And it seemed like he was making progress. So I tried to pounce on my opportunity. Even though this isn't best, it was interesting. And then I got fortunate. Like this looks like a good defensive resource, but after takes, he probably just missed the knight is hanging. And if takes, I push with a pawn. That's really sad. Had my chance. First time playing Adbusattorov. I kind of panicked here. F6 is not a good move. It's hard to like differentiate between these two moves. I was scared about like C file happening. It's still very tricky to play. I guess I do have counterplay with like Queen F5 and G4. So GG. And I dropped E7. And I'm losing. But then somehow I still fought back. Like he offered the rook trade. And there's just enough counterplay for black. I flag. Oh man. Oh, thank you so much to Game Macker. The 50 New Zealand currency super chat. Thanks so much. There's a question. I just started playing over the board at my local chess club. I can play for hours in 15 minutes or less, but get very tired in 75-minute games. Do you have any advice for longer time frames? A big part of preparing for long chess games is actually doing non-chess preparations, which usually includes like working out, sleeping well, eating well. I've had to deal with this too. Like I play in tournaments where games can last 5 to 6 hours. And it's so important to be in like good physical shape. Even for Title Tuesday games. That's one reason why I don't stream the morning Title Tuesday, at least recently. I want to make sure, like when I am playing chess, I'm in, if not peak physical condition, at least like very good physical condition and awake. All right, let me update this score. So 4.5 out of 7. My 2 losses were to very strong players, young players. Andy Woodward. I think Andy Woodward is like half my age. Adbusattorov is 20? Is he still in his teens? He joined in 2013, so he has to be at least 12 years old, but he's probably a bit older than that. Okay, moving on. Here we go. It's so important not to get tilted from my previous sorrows. We are repeating the opening I had earlier with rook b8. My opponent seems prepared. I'm actually not sure if they walked into a trap or if they're prepared, but it's good that they're slowing down. The same idea I had earlier. I think I just played this. I can't castle, but should be winning the pawn. And sometimes what white will do if the bishop's controlling this diagonal is eventually play knight e5 and then f3, king f2, just kind of castle by hand. Or just king d2, especially if we trade queens. There is rook b8, rook b5. I will have b4, I think. Queen b8. But b3. You just can't let the queen get to e2. I feel like I played this opponent last week, at least recently. I forget the game. There's a funny line. f6, knight d7, knight b6. There's also, I think I'm threatening this too. I'm threatening this with attacking the queen in the fork. Black defends everything. f6 is probably coming. Play rook d1 and then knight d3. Looks solid. e5 might come. I can't castle because e4. It's still annoying. I could play f3 maybe. c4 is also interesting. What to do, what to do. f3, king f2. Yeah, it still takes work. My queen is nicely placed though. Ties down black to a lot of things. As long as my queen doesn't get trapped. I think c4 is coming if rook b8. Also b5 is an idea. Queen h3 might be coming. If takes rook c1, queen h3, maybe queen d6 in that case. A nice defensive resource. So it is temporarily equal material, but black has weak pawns. I take. c6 is still weak. I can't really take it. Oh, that's kind of annoying. This. Otherwise, rook d4. Messed up. Maybe it's okay. Still up a pawn. We go after g7. Wow. I'm still going to be up a pawn. I messed up. I really messed up. Okay, it should just be a draw now. Oh no, I'm losing. Draw. I was gonna try some funny business, but no, it's just a draw. Good game. I'm not actually sure if I was like clearly winning at any point. I thought I should be pushing in the endgame, but then I just kind of blundered away things. Yeah, the engine says it's closer to a draw. Thank you to I'm Oceanborn. Happy 45 months. Yeah, I really thought my strategy would be to push the pawn and then like do something with my king. Like maybe I should have tried moving the king this way. But then there's checks. I kept my king on the king side. And I blundered f4. It's still drawn, but then I blundered another pawn. Was it losing? It's on the border of like almost losing. Oh, big thank you to Danny B, the $10 super chat. Really appreciate that. What was my peak heart rate this stream? Also, everything seems to be lagging. I don't know if it's like having the chat open. Maybe I should turn off the engine. Let me update the score too. Hopefully there's no stream lag. I haven't dropped any frames, which is good. So I'm 5 out of 8. Yeah, my opponent played the opening really quickly, but maybe just kind of stumbled into this This thing. Oh, this is playable for black. So I'm not supposed to take on d6. Okay, I'm learning something new. I just assumed I'm winning a pawn, life is good. That's sort of what happened in the game. Oh, by the way, we do have a break. We have about a 6-minute break until next game. So a little bit of time to chill. Big thank you to AOB. $9.99 super chat. Hi Eric, love your channel. Happy to see you are now streaming on YouTube. Yeah, for those just tuning in, this is my first day multi-streaming to Twitch and YouTube. So welcome in to everyone watching on both platforms. Been having some fun games today. Very hard fought games. Some games where I've stumbled towards the finish line. I did play Adbusattorov and Andy Woodward. Two prominent opponents, both of whom beat me in games I probably shouldn't have lost. I'm learning some lessons. Big thank you to Sammy L with a 20 Swedish krona super chat. Yeah, I really appreciate the generous support. There's a question, how do you start preparing openings at beginner level? Any recommendations for white and black openings for 800 to 1000 elo? Yeah, at lower levels, it's really about just having a few basic openings to learn. You don't have to have like a whole thorough repertoire. And a lot of it is more about understanding principles. Because at the sub 1000 elo, you're not going to be facing players who play theory. So if you understand, like, control the center, rapid development, castle quickly, try and get harmony with your pieces. But if you're wanting to learn like specific openings, then I'd say there's 3 categories of openings to start learning. One is something as white, like e4, d4. London opening is a favorite of mine, easy to learn. The e4 is kind of the most classical move. Allows you to develop quickly in castle ASAP. And then you should know something as black against e4 and against d4. Just know something where you don't like lose immediately. I like the Queen's Gambit declined, going for a very solid setup. But these days there's tons of resources, tons of videos on YouTube. You can search my channel or other channels. Yeah, even the cow opening is playable, but maybe not the most recommended. Also, it feels like I'm really lagging. It might just be on my end though. I think turning on Stockfish slows down the machine a bit. Let me close these tabs too. Okay. Wow, so Duda, 8 out of 8, still perfect. Yeah, Duda beat me a few weeks ago in the Polish opening. It was a really good game. I don't think I'll be able to get revenge against him this tournament. Like, my max score this tournament is 8 out of 11. Oh, sorry if there's lag. Yeah, it's probably just my machine being overwhelmed. I think I'll close out of at least one of the chats. I'm using restream.io, and I do have a combined chat. It allows me to see everyone at once. Nope, okay. Well, now I hide the chat. Okay, here we go. I think I've played this person before. Have I? Yeah. 11 times before. Wait. I messed up the move order. Oops. Oh dear. I think C4 is an idea, but not here. We basically have a Rosalimo type thing. I'm not thrilled with what I'm doing. I usually play this from the white side. I remember like playing against this system. This H6 G5 idea is like the one thing I kind of remember. I think objectively it's dubious for black, but maybe it'll lead to some fun. .95 might be annoying. Just complete development. There's almost... Am I winning a piece? G4? If knight moves here, I play queen d4 and win the knight. If knight moves here, I play queen d4 and win the knight. I think I'm just winning. I confused myself early in the opening, but my opponent maybe got confused in the middle game. A nice tactical idea. It's made possible with this b3 move. So I imagine white will try and find some way to fight. But it's not easy, like... Yeah, I'm just going to be winning a piece. My king is still safe. Yeah, my opponent clearly sees the danger here. Knight e5, queen d4, bishop f2 I take with queen. I still have the battery on the long diagonal. I don't think I want to take the rook, even though it's kind of appetizing. Could take the pawn. Actually, why not take the rook? Everything looks safe. There's e5 maybe. I'm going to take the rook. I think it's just objectively the best move. I have 2 rooks and a minor piece for the queen. It's a lot. Okay, h5. Okay, I have to take the knight. Get back a pawn. Knight f6, king d7. I think I've really messed this up. Knight d5? No, knight d5 doesn't work. I have to take. Oh, this is really bad. I really mishandled this. Bishop d6, I do have knight d5. I made the wrong decision. I should not have given my queen. Not resigning because you never know. Never resign when you have an outpost. Here goes my outpost. Oh, sad game. I may have celebrated too early. I really thought this was a fine decision. In hindsight, it was, yeah. I mean, it's still fine, but what was a losing move? Bishop f6. I was scared of f6. I think I underestimated the danger. Okay. 5 out of 9. Now it's time to tilt. If I have the chance, I'll play a Stafford Gambit. Although I'll probably be white next game. Okay, I'm 2850. I've lost maybe, what, 15 to 20 points this stream? It started well. Oh no, my everything. Have to work on converting better positions. Engine likes castling, which I don't think I considered. Because it looks scary with my pawn on g4. Like knight f5. I guess I can just take and play queen f6. Or even knight d5. Okay, I'll try and stay mentally strong. Convert my tilts into positive energy. So Judah drew his game. So there's no perfect scores. The fight for first is still up for grabs. I'm 2.5 points behind Magnus. Yeah, not going to play him this tournament. There's 1 game going this round. Okay, now there's 0 games going. Wait. Okay, next game starting. Here we go. Okay. London opening. London versus French. I just want to play a good quality game. We have we have this line, this early h4 move, which I do enjoy playing. Queen f3. There's h5. It's h5 first. There's all these different move orders. One of the plans is to play this and this. With knight c6, I think I should play this. Just reinforce e5. I think I can take. There's some tricky lines, like takes, 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 takes. In this case, I take queen e2. And the goal is to provoke f5 and then get a monster knight on e5. Which isn't so easy to do. I play h6. I'll probably end up castling. Like the rook almost certainly belongs in the center. And black wants to play a3. Prevent that. There's almost ideas of taking like some way exploiting the X-ray vision. I'm not sure what my plan is now. Queen e3. Maybe queen c2. So if c4 I take and then win a pawn, I think. There might be ideas of c4. Never mind. Now maybe take. Take, knight d4. I sack. Let's try this. So when I play knight d4, I'll be hitting the bishop and the pawn. So some potential fork. I sack. Let's sack. I feel like I have nothing to lose at this point. Assuming black takes, I'll be threatening e6 and queen b7. And the knight is pretty nice on d4. We might see rook a e8. That move I missed. That's a very strong move. My rook is hit. I have to play this. It's still interesting because I'll take. The queen's actually very restricted if it lands here. So if I take... I think queen b7 first and then take. The idea is to prevent rook f7. Now, even though I'm pinned, black's a bit stuck. I might just be threatening to... Wait, do I have this move now? I have this move. There's rook f8 back. So yeah, I'm probably just threatening rook e3. Still weird though. Maybe this move. Preventing queen h3. And threatening to checkmate the queen. This is a typical mating pattern when there's a king here. But the queen gets mated. And this move. Basically skewered too. A nice shish kebab. And black is still fighting. It should be over pretty soon. Ooh. Maybe not. Black is still fighting. Wow. Not easy. Okay. I don't know how black survived for so long there. No. I got tricked. It's still a draw. I'm so sad though. I'm so sad. I hung my rook. Oh no. It's like black's one trick. Oh no. Just want to curl up into a ball and be sad. I was ready for black to resign too. But that's why you should never resign. Was there a knockout blow? I did kind of what I had to do. Except... yeah, there were better ways of doing it. That's the nature of Title Tuesday. These opponents are tricky sometimes. I was happy with the opening. Also, how many rounds are left? That was round 10. Okay, so... 5.5 out of 10. I'll try and finish strong. I'm gonna go full aggro mode. Okay. Here we go. Final game. Is it Stafford Gambit time? It's Stafford Gambit time. Okay. Haven't played this in a while in Title Tuesday. Mainly because I haven't been tilted in a while. Opponent deep in the tank now. Stafford Gambit declined. I can smell the fear. So this is basically an improved Petrov. I have the extra tempo. I think bishop b4. Maybe pin both knights. Thinking about taking and then bishop g4. I don't really want to concede the bishop pair. But that's one option. Other option is bishop d6. Bishop d6 looks interesting. I just want a spicy game. I don't want to simplify too quickly. So if knight d5 I take, and then we have an interesting trade. h3, okay. Bishop e6, maybe knight e7. Defending the pawn and leaving the bishop staring into empty space. f5 likely coming. d3 might be coming though too. So maybe bishop f5 is better. So f5, d3. Let's go for this. Expecting d3, takes knight g6. It's not easy for white to find a home for the bishop. From g5, there's h6. I might even be threatening f4 here. Maybe kick the bishop to h4. Like, not quite trapping it, but it's definitely awkward for white. Interesting. So if f4, there's queen h5. If h6, bishop retreats. I think I still want to go for f4. If queen h5, I'll play queen f7. And then still prepare h6. I'm looking for tactics. It seems very close to exploiting white's pieces here. Some f3 move. I guess white's going to play f3 at some point. Could throw in c5. I'm just going to play solid. Bishop d7. Have to manage my time. c5, take. Just this. A big jumble of pieces on the king side. I want to play this and not allow knight b5. This is still lingering. I guess a queen could take. Okay, how to do this? If I take and then play c5 and then queen or rook f5. Actually, knight here, I have rook e8. The bishop has d8. Okay, well now I win the bishop. Okay, clean game. Had to punish my opponent for declining the Stafford Gambit. Well, that's the end of Title Tuesday. Finished with 6.5 out of 11. Maybe we can watch. We'll watch the final game, or the most important final game between Judah and Alireza. This might determine the winner. I see Hikaru is also playing. So if you're just joining, Title Tuesday has just finished. Wait until the whole tournament ends to see my placing. Yeah, it looks like Alireza is doing well here. Up 2 pawns, and now is he winning more? It's actually still tricky. Opposite color bishops, but these 2 pawns are monsters. He's falling, yeah, falling below 5 seconds. Almost below 2 seconds. Duda is fighting tooth and nail. Like, White almost kind of has a fortress and now has counterplay too. Yeah, this is not over despite the eval bar saying Black is completely winning. But this move is coming. Yeah, Black should be completely winning now. Queen, and then Rook A2. GG. He's still not giving up. Oh, he's going to play Rook and Bishop versus Rook, or versus Bishop. Except it doesn't get to that point. Okay. So Alireza leapfrogging Judah. So I guess it comes down to Hikaru, who lost his last game. So Firouzja and Sam Sevian won the tournament. Wow. Firouzja with better tiebreaks. Oh, thank you, Atinabu. 45 months. Who says, to my YouTube self watching in the other tab. How many people were watching both on Twitch and YouTube? Help me inflate the viewership numbers. But big thanks to everyone who tuned in. Really appreciate all the positive energy. I probably will multi-stream going forward. Okay, I finished 91st, top 100. Had some fun games, learned some lessons. That's what matters, right? Magnus in 9th place. Don't leave us. I need some food. I need some fresh air. It's getting hot in my room right now. I turned on my mini fan. Get some air blowing. So yeah, I don't exactly know how to end everything with the restream. But I'll figure it out. Yeah, thanks again, everyone. I'll be back soon for more content. Stay tuned. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, push that notification bell, and see you guys soon.